Hola, es marzo 28 en jueves. Well, no, it's my day of today, and I'm trying to speak a little Spanish. Well, I've studied Spanish in college, but in this phrase, I always say, "Yo hablo español muy fluente, pero hablo un poquito." That means I could read Spanish fluently, but I speak a little because I need to communicate. And my teacher before just taught us how to conjugate and to read, not to communicate. So I love to do that, to learn about Spanish still. Anyway, March 28th, it's our day off. Yay! Because it's like we have movie time, and in for the evening we're going to watch a musical in Miami. So morning came, I went back to sleep and I woke up at 8 o'clock or 8:30, and then I woke up at 9:30. I prepared myself. I said because we have to leave. Oh, 9 o'clock rather. So I had my shower, prepared myself, and then when I was in the bathroom, I got a knock again from Dan around past 9 o'clock. Because he's going to join us for a movie. So by 9:30, Steve and Robert prepared themselves, and we went with Dan in his truck, and we drove down to Boynton Beach to watch a movie called The Emperor. Because in the first early morning, early bird thingy, they have a discount, like $6 only for the movie, and that's good. So we watched The Emperor, and besides us, there's only one audience in the sense who watched it. It's a story about Douglas MacArthur and his one of his officer Donner Fuller, and it had become like a love story for his side. And it was like after when Hiroshima and Nagasaki were bombed by with to surrender. So that was the time when Douglas MacArthur was able to talk to Emperor Hirohito. So I got interested about it as well. Because when I was a kid, I thought like just like Hitler, that he's really a dictator as well. Because I realized that Emperor Hirohito, because during the story itself, they cannot pinpoint him that he was part of the, you know, mass. How do you call this? Killing of masses in the massacre or something like that during World War II, and it seems like he's the symbol of Japan, and people would really treat the Japanese people treat him like God. So if he be that's what we were thinking. If he be executed, maybe Japan would be in a different path right now. Because but he promised he's gonna change it anyway. And he was the one who asked the militaries to surrender. So after watching that one, we went to the food court in Boynton Beach Mall and had our lunch there. We tried some Japanese, what's the word? Sakai something something Japan for the restaurant there. I mean the food court. I just tried the teriyaki shrimp teriyaki with no rice, just vegetable. Then we drove back home, and I was thinking I would do something with that, to join some, to go out with Jan, but he said he's gonna take a rest. So I decided to go to Kirkland to bring the refund for a check from them and return it to them, then to Lisa, the accountant. Then I went back home and I feel like tired. I was planning to go siesta, but Steve had his laundry, and then decided to check my Facebook and email and all my stuff. So until it was time to go by 4 o'clock, because I prepared us again myself. We're going to Boo Boo's place in Fort Lauderdale. So the four of us, no, sorry, Dan went home. So the three of us went to the jeep, and I drove the jeep going down to Boo Boo's place. And since his house, I thought his house, which is under renovation, is already done, but it's still the same. However, his patio became a what's the word? Like a solitude, because it was freaking awesome. I took a video of that, took pictures of it, because it's nice. It has tiles. I know it has tiles, but it clean it up and add some of the plants and old furnitures or old tables, but it really fit well. So I hope our it inspired me that to make our backyard as good as that. However, we have mango tree that the leaves kept falling in down, so it's hard to clean them up. Because we're suggesting to put tiles, but it will take a lot of tiles just to cover that one and make sure it's flat. Anyway, so we had our dinner, our early dinner there, and it's not really like with rice and anything. It's just with Japanese the sushis. He made strawberry with balsamic strawberry pecans with balsamic vinegar, and it's sweet. It was cool. That's our dessert. But we also have some vegetables, crisp vegetables with hummus and pita bread, and I love it. I enjoy that. It's nice to have that kind of snack. And it's like a dinner thing for us. Then we went in his car and we drove down to Miami in Actors Playhouse on Miracle Mile, and we watched In the Heights. Where is it? This one. Now it's and the reason being as well because I have to learn the songs and the casts, and because I'm eyeing to audition for In the Heights in the Playhouse in Lake Worth here, and I'm eyeing for Pirago already, who sells Pirago like the snow cones. Then I might, so of course, he choose you besides that which character you like to portray as well. Besides that, in case I said I'm thinking about the father, which is Kevin, and then Robert suggested to me go beyond than that. Why don't you just go for Sunny, which is the cousin of Usnavi? So I said, oh, we'll see. That's why I'm wearing this. I feel like, hola. I feel like I'm Latino. So anyway, hopefully I got inspired. I got inspired on auditioning for that for sure. And because last night I had a chat with Peter, and he's also eyeing for Pirago. I said, oh my God, how we would go for the father itself. So now I'm encouraging him to go for Kevin because it's a nicer character. Um, so he's going to watch it tomorrow, and we said you do character for Kevin, and then your second role will be Pirago. I'll do the opposite, but I'm eyeing also for Sunny now, hopefully. So we drove back to Bubu's place and have a little midnight snacks, and the garden is getting cuter, and it's so relaxing because all the lights were on with some candlelights, and it's freaking awesome. I took a picture of that, and we had a little chat, a little just relaxation, and then we went home. Robert drove the Jeep heading back home here. So tomorrow, if I have the time, especially by Saturday, hopefully it's either Saturday or tomorrow, I'm going to buy a piano piece for In the Heights. Hopefully they have that one on Shaping Music. It's a music store, so I can prepare myself for that one. Anyway, I was able to talk to my brother Roy, thank God, to follow up regarding the visa for his work in California, in Anaheim particularly, but he said that he's still waiting for it. So I'm going to call him on Easter just to greet my family and greet him too. So I have to look already for Expedia to check about the flights, if in case. Hopefully they still go down and cheap so I can afford it. So that has happened to me. Oh, also Eric called me up and he said 2 weeks from now he can be free, so we can meet up by April. And we haven't seen each other for so long. At least you can give me the money so I can buy the new phone. Alrighty, this is Louie. Yo, saying thank you so much for following my journey, and good night. Adios.